Israel and Hamas have agreed to a 4-day truce in Gaza.
Well, under the proposed deal, it'll see Hamas release 50 women and children hostages in exchange for 150 Palestinian women and children in Israeli jails.
Well, in a late-night cabinet meeting, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the return of hostages was a sacred and top goal, whilst reiterating Israel will continue to seek a total victory.
The deal was mediated by Qatar and Egypt, and it will also allow for hundreds of humanitarian, medical and fuel aid trucks to enter all parts of the Gaza Strip.
Well, joining us now is local journalist Yotam Confino, who is in Tel Aviv. Good morning to you, Yotam. This all happened late last night, our time, after the Israeli parliament or government voted to back this deal. There've been talk and lots of positive noises coming from America over the last few days, but it certainly looks this time tomorrow, hopefully, as though there might be some movement in all of this.
Absolutely. Within the next 24 hours, the deal is set to go in motion and the ceasefire is set to be implemented. But within those 24 hours, Israelis who oppose the deal, for whatever reason they might have, they have a chance to file a petition with the Supreme Court. We know that there are some hostages, some families of hostages that have been opposed to a deal that doesn't include everyone. But of course, this is good news for most Israelis. A lot of Israelis were fearing that they would never see any of these hostages. So within 24 hours, it will be implemented, and then it will be a gradual release of the hostages. And Israel has apparently agreed that after this 4-day truce, it will accept to extend the ceasefire for an additional 24 hours for every 10 hostages that Hamas can release.
What will this mean in terms of Hamas, though, with the release of 150 women and under-19s from prisons in Israel? There's always this concern. Obviously, there's this imbalance in the numbers, but also in the past, we've seen Hamas terrorists being released from Israel, and that obviously is problematic when you have a situation where Hamas is such a threat, frankly.
Absolutely. And the families of the hostages have made it very clear from the beginning that they oppose releasing any of the Hamas terrorists that participated in the October 7 massacre for obvious reasons. Hamas has insisted from day one that it wanted members of Hamas in prisons, in Israeli prisons released, but eventually it had to compromise the same way as Israel had to compromise. So now it's getting Palestinian women and minors who are in jail for whatever reasons they're in jail for, but they aren't convicted of murder, as far as I understand.
OK, Yotam, thank you very much indeed for bringing us up to date with that situation.